Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom Worth Jr. coming at you late on Halloween. Hope everyone had a great day today. Wanted to get into a few things today. I saw an Economist endorsement of Kamala Harris. Economist, British business magazine, one of the most influential business magazines. They call themselves a newspaper, actually a weekly magazine. Pretty expensive, hard to find a good deal on it, but super influential. People read it every week. I was listening to a New York Times writer a week or two ago on a podcast talking about a biography she had just written about Bill Gates, an unauthorized biography. But I remember subscribing to The Economist decades ago because in one of their little magazine ads it said Bill Gates was a regular reader. So I thought, wow, smart people read this. Long ago, I thought this. Bill Gates still is very, very smart. And she mentioned that he would definitely see their review, the Economist's review of her book, because he does still read it every week. It's influential, and this editor-in-chief was on CNBC, and she's endorsing Kamala Harris. She said they had all kinds of reporters in the room, and they had the case made for both candidates. Basically, what it comes down to is she acknowledged the economic success of the United States during his first term, during the first part of his first term, but that the downside risk of a Trump presidency, the tail risk, so-called tail risk, of a catastrophic presidency is real. It exists with him, and it doesn't with her. And either side will inherit an amazing economy. This thing is humming right now. So whoever wins is going to be set up for their term. This economy is crushing right now. But she doesn't carry... They said, she's not the greatest candidate in the world, but there's not going to be a catastrophic presidency with her. Like there very much could be with him, how he's gotten more extreme now since he was when he first ran in 2016. His tariffs, she goes on about the tariffs, how devastating that will be, not to the U.S., not just to the U.S., but to the global economy, to free trade around the world. Certainly to the U.S. Even today, we're seeing more Elon Musk coming out and saying it'll be tough. Prices will will go up. They have stopped going up as inflation's stopped this year. But Elon Musk said prices will start to go up if Trump's reelected. But longer term, it would be better because, I don't know, I guess China's going to stop competing with us. I don't get the longer term play there, but I think that's pretty huge. So that was pretty cool. Another thing, a poll that I saw, which, I despise polls because it's 500 people or 1,000 people. This one was actually a YouGov poll with tens of thousands of people that took it, and it's pretty close, but I put more stock in it because it has the expected Harris by 4 points over Trump. That's pretty much what it should be, based on the 2020 election, based on how polls were going before all the manipulations started, before prediction markets got in the game. It's just a lot of people, and it puts her up 4 points nationally, but the thing I didn't like about it is it had him doing pretty decently with independent voters. So I didn't love that because she's got to carry the independent voters. But on everything else, she's wrecking him, and it won't be that close. I think the reason she would only be up 4 points in that one is because of the independent voters. So that was interesting. I like that. It's good to know that there are still some polls done with lots of people and not easily manipulatable. Also with the prediction markets, that the one that Nate Silver is a spokesperson for, and he said, don't put any stock in this. They're being manipulated. Don't trust these prediction markets. The one he's a spokesperson for is backed by Peter Thiel. I didn't realize that. I heard someone on MSNBC mentioning that, and it is true. And Nate Silver spends a lot of time talking to these billionaires who think they can reinvent everything, including government. So that's no surprise when you've got a multi-billionaire and you have these untraceable offshore Bitcoin accounts placing bets, which is why all these billionaires want Bitcoin, because it is untraceable. It's not hard to throw $30 million at something just to make the odds go in Trump's favor. That way Trump can say, hey, look, I'm winning, when he's not winning. That way when he loses, he can say, oh, wait, I was winning. What happened? We all know what's going on here, and it's kind of dumb to throw away tens of millions of dollars. But when you look at what someone like Peter Thiel has to lose, which is virtually nothing, if you're talking about $30 million out of tens of billions, versus what he has to gain, which is the power of the United States, the power of the world, that's a bet that people like that take. That this is why, I didn't mean to talk about Nate Silver so much, but I know he's a controversial figure, but I like reading and listening to people like him because they talk to people I don't talk to. And he does deliver the message of what they say. He does talk about what these guys think about. And I say guys because he will tell you himself, it's just incredibly male dominated, these gambling things, these prediction market things. So if you want an insight into the craziness, the lunacy of some of these people, they talk to Nate Silver, they open up, and he reports on what they say. And he may agree with some of it. He does disagree with some of it. He agrees with some of it, but he's delivering the facts. And whether or not he's profiting from someone paying him to be a spokesperson for a prediction market because he's famous, I don't hold that against the guy. But a lot of people do, and a lot of people don't trust him. And I'm not telling you to trust him. I'm just saying he's a person that talks to people and reports on things that I don't otherwise have access to. So we've got those items. I did flip on Fox News tonight. I hadn't done that in a while since I horrified myself some weeks back and took one for the team here to watch it for 15 solid minutes one morning. So I put it on. It was like, I don't know, 45 seconds till they went to break, and I had to turn it off. But what they were ranting about was, of all things, of all issues in this election, today's endorsement of Kamala Harris by Arnold Schwarzenegger. They're all kinds of upset about this, up in arms about this, why he's doing it, what a bad guy he is, what a misogynist he is. He's trying to atone for his horrible mistreatment of women. Like, look at what their guy does. They're railing on Arnold Schwarzenegger for endorsing a woman because he used to do bad things to women. Yet their own presidential candidate is what he is. So I thought that was interesting. Kamala Harris continues to hammer on campaigning with women and campaigning on women's reproductive health, women's choice. But she was in Arizona today with the Senate candidate there. And I've heard him on a podcast before, on Pod Save America. And I love listening to that guy. He's just such a common sense, down to earth, everyman. And the nut job he's running against Carrie Lake, the election denier, the media personality out there who's trying to be a Trump version that is more extreme than Trump. She already got defeated in an election. I think it was for governor a few years ago, and she is getting hammered by him. She's going down huge. Trump may actually win Arizona. It's going to be tight. He may win, but this senator, this Democratic senator, is going to wipe the floor with her. So I do love that. Trump in New Mexico tonight. It's blatantly saying he thinks it builds his cred with the Latino community. That's why he was in New Mexico, another state he can't win. Just like New York, just like Virginia. It makes no sense. And we all see that he's trying to lay the groundwork for something, because it makes no electoral sense. It makes no political sense to be spending your time in places that aren't going to help you win an election. So there's really just one thing he's angling for, which is when he loses. So if you are a Trump supporter and you have any doubt that his own campaign knows he's going to lose, this is like, he would, if he knew it was close, he wouldn't be doing this. He knows it's not close. He knows he's lost. Pretty certain of that. But that's why he's spending his time in states that he can't win, to try to paint a picture of someone who's had an election stolen from him. Not going to work. Let's see what else. There's, I don't want to get into that now. That's good. That's a quick hit for tonight. It's a short one because it's late. Hopefully no one's staying up late to watch this. Hopefully you won't be seeing this until tomorrow, which will be Friday. And we get into the last weekend. And I'm already thinking about life after November 5th. Maybe I'll do one on November 6th to the day after. But the dailies that I've been doing, it will be 11 weeks straight. It's just going to be weird, not getting on here every day or every night, sometimes twice in a day. It's going to be weird, and I don't know what I'm going to do next. It certainly won't be talking about why people shouldn't vote for Donald Trump and why they should vote for Kamala Harris, because we will have already done all of this, and that's the purpose of this channel, and why I'm doing it, and why we're all doing it. So I will ask you all to vote. I saw in the local news tonight that Texas already has over 7 million early votes cast. I saw Georgia and North Carolina were around 2 million apiece. So Texas was over 7.5 million, so almost twice as many as both of those hugely important swing states combined. Texas is not a swing state. We're already at 2/3 of the total votes cast in the 2020 election in Texas. We've already got 2/3 of that amount cast here, and this is not a swing state. So that tells me people are motivated. I'm thinking it's for the Colin Allred, Ted Cruz race. I don't know. I still think it is a long shot for Allred to win. Obviously, it is a long shot for him to win, but I do see the chance there. And when I see these huge turnout numbers, that's encouraging. So get out there and vote. Certainly vote for Allred, vote for Harris, and have a good Friday. All right, and we'll talk to you later.